All right, let's dive into One Piece. We're going to chart a course through this massive world so you can conquer this saga without, needing a lifetime to catch up.
One Piece really grabs you with its world. It's so much more than just pirates and treasure, right? You've got this intricate lore, these complex characters, and a history that goes back centuries.
Yeah, like centuries. Okay, so imagine the Grand Line, the most dangerous ocean imaginable, split into paradise in the New World. Then at the very end, that's where you find One Piece.
The treasure left behind by Goldie Roger, the Pirate King.
This One Piece, is it gold, jewels, something even more powerful? It's the ultimate mystery driving the whole story.
It's this pursuit that, it drives the story. Yeah.
Exactly. And then you've got devil fruits,
Yeah.
granting these incredible powers, but with a catch.
The catch is you can't swim.
You can't swim. It's
Yep.
like ultimate risk, ultimate reward. What's more intriguing than that?
And to make it even more captivating, the origins of devil fruits, well, they're still a mystery.
Oh, totally. So there are three main types, right? Zoan, Logia, and Paramecia, each with its own abilities and the potential for awakening.
Which takes those powers even further.
Zoan fruits, they let users transform into animals, gaining all their strengths, their abilities.
Imagine a leopard zone user who's awakened their power. Not only can they transform, but their physical abilities are amplified to monstrous levels.
So they're basically unstoppable.
Pretty much. They can even tap into hybrid forms, mixing human and animal traits for some pretty unique fighting technique.
Oh, I bet. So you've got these subcategories too, right? Ancient Zoans, mythical Zoans.
Exactly. Ancient Zoans grant transformations into prehistoric creatures like dinosaurs, while mythical zones let you become, legendary beings like dragons or phoenixes, often with additional powers on top of the transformation.
That's so cool. So no matter what kind of zone, they all get this boost to their physical abilities, right?
Absolutely. Strength, speed, endurance, the whole package.
It's like a cheat code to becoming a powerhouse.
That's one way to put it.
Now, Logis, these are the ones that let users turn into elements.
Like fire, lightning, magma, you name it.
They're practically invincible.
Right. They can reform, travel as their element, and unleash these devastating attacks. It's pretty incredible.
But there's got to be a weakness, right? Every power system needs a balance.
Of course. Logias have their vulnerabilities too, like water counters fire, rubber negates lightning.
Yeah.
It's all about strategy, finding those elemental weaknesses.
So it's not just about raw power, it's about using your head.
Exactly. Plus, there's Haliki, this mysterious force that can actually counter a Logia's intangibility. We'll get more into Haliki later, but it's key to understanding how the power balance works in One Piece.
And there are also these rare stones, right? They can hurt Logia users.
Oh, yeah. Adds a whole strategic layer to the battles.
Definitely. Okay, so Paramecias.
Now, they're the most diverse.
They cover a huge range of powers, from changing your body to manipulating the environment.
Some Paramecias alter the user's body, turning them into blades, diamonds, even any weapon you can think of.
It's like limitless possibilities.
Right. And then there are others that manipulate the environment. Think controlling gravity or magnetism.
Whoa. And some can even produce and control substances like string.
Yeah, string, or those kibidango, those little dumplings that can even control animals.
I mean, the creativity with these powers is just mind-blowing.
Absolutely.
So like the other devil fruits, Paramecias can be awakened too, pushing them to a whole new level, right?
Exactly. Imagine a string user turning their entire surroundings into string, controlling it all with perfect precision.
That's insane. What's really cool about Paramecias is the variety and unpredictability.
Yeah, you never know what you're going to get. There are even these outliers, like the fruit that turns people into toys, wiping their memories, or the one that creates a dome where the user can manipulate space and even grant eternal youth. Totally. And then there's that special case, the mochi mochi fruit. It was initially thought to be a Logia, but it's actually classified as a special Paramecia because it combines the powers of multiple Paramecia types. The user can become mochi, produce it, and even transform their environment into it after awakening.
It's almost like a Logia, but with its own unique quirks.
Right.
Now, even though we still don't know the origin of devil fruits, people are trying to recreate them artificially, right?
Yeah, like the smile fruits, those flawed zoans that often lead to, pretty messed up results, either partial animal transformations or this debilitating laughter curse.
It's a cruel twist of fate.
You said it.
Makes you wonder about the ethics of all this, doesn't it? I mean, we've seen the mythical dragon fruit successfully recreated.
Yeah.
Imagine the power but also the potential for abuse.
Definitely. The possibility of creating armies of unpredictable and potentially dangerous users. One Piece constantly explores these boundaries, the power, and the consequences.
Absolutely. Okay, so now that we've got a handle on devil fruits, let's follow the Straw Hats, our main characters, on their journey to become the Pirate King.
It all starts in the East Blue, the weakest of the four seas. A young Monkey D. Luffy sets sail with a simple dream to become the Pirate King. He quickly gathers his crew, each with their own unique skills and personalities.
So you've got Roronoa Zoro, the swordsman, always aiming for the title of world's strongest.
And Nami, the brilliant navigator, she's the brains of the operation.
Let's be real, she is.
Yeah.
Then there's Usopp, the sharpshooter. He's the optimistic storyteller, I guess you could say.
Definitely. And then you have Sanji, the suave chef, a bit of a ladies' man with a knack for, well, powerful kicks.
Their early adventures pit them against these colorful villains like Buggy the Clown, the pirate who can split his body apart, and Arlong, the tyrannical fisherman who terrorized Nami's home village.
Even against tough odds, they fight for what's right, always protecting their nakama.
Nakama.
Yeah, their crewmates.
Their crewmates. It's all about loyalty, their commitment to each other.
Exactly. It sets the foundation for everything that comes later.
As they enter the Grand Line, things get way more challenging. In Alabasta, this desert kingdom, they face Crocodile, a warlord of the sea who can control sand.
Talk about a tough opponent.
You see their dedication to justice in full force here. They refuse to back down, even against a warlord, to protect the people.
And then there's Skypiea, a sky island ruled by Aneru, a self-proclaimed god with the power of lightning.
Each victory boosts their notoriety, bringing Luffy closer to his goal. And their crew grows too.
Nico Robin joins them, a mysterious archaeologist who can sprout limbs anywhere on her body.
Robin's a game changer. She could decipher the poneglyphs, these ancient stone tablets scattered across the world. They hold the true history of the Void Century, a period erased from history.
Yeah, these poneglyphs are like breadcrumbs leading to this lost history. They could hold secrets that would shake the world government to its core.
Makes Luffy's quest for One Piece much bigger than just finding treasure.
Oh, absolutely.
It's about uncovering the truth, challenging the established order. They face some tough personal challenges too, like when Luffy clashes with CP9, a shadowy government organization, to save Robin. It shows how far they'll go for each other.
They're like family, willing to defy the world government itself to protect one another.
And then there's the loss of the Going Merry, their beloved ship. It's heartbreaking.
It signifies a transition, moving forward, and they get the Thousand Sunny.
Their new ship, packed with cool features, ready for even wilder adventures.
Yeah, gotta have those upgrades.
Speaking of upgrades, this is where things get really interesting. We learn that Luffy's grandfather is none other than Monkey D. Garp, a legendary marine hero.
It's like your family reunion and your grandpa shows up as the enemy. Pure One Piece drama.
It adds this layer of complexity, right? Clashes between ideals, family ties.
For sure. And we also find out that Luffy's father is Monkey D. Dragon, leader of the Revolutionary Army. The guy is trying to overthrow the world government.
So Luffy's journey is more than personal ambition. It's about legacy, challenging authority, fighting for a better world.
Absolutely.
Now, before we jump into the new world, we have to talk about the Summit War Saga. This is where we see global scale battles, huge losses, and a major turning point for the Straw Hats.
Right, they arrive at Saboti Archipelago, a hub for pirates, but also a dangerous playground for the Celestial Dragons.
Those descendants of the world government founders.
Exactly. Luffy punches a Celestial Dragon for his cruelty, and that sets off a chain reaction.
It puts a target on their backs, attracting the Marines, including Admiral Kizaru, who can manipulate light.
Things take a turn for the worse when Bartholomew Kuma shows up, a warlord of the sea with the power to, well, repel anything.
Even pain and fatigue.
He separates the Straw Hats, sending them flying across the world.
It's devastating for Luffy. He's forced to watch his crewmates disappear, leaving him alone and defeated.
It's a wake-up call. He realizes he's not strong enough to protect those he cares about.
And this is where he ends up on Amazon Lily, right?
Yeah. Ruled by Boa Hancock, the pirate empress.
She falls for him, even though she's usually so cold and distant.
It's quite a turnaround.
Luffy learns about Haki there, this powerful force that can boost his abilities and even counter Logia users.
It's a game changer for him.
He also tries to break into Impel Down, the underwater prison, to save his brother Ace. He faces impossible odds, even teaming up with old enemies.
Bon Clay, with his power to transform into anyone, sacrifices himself to help Luffy escape and reach Marineford, where Ace is going to be executed.
The Summit War saga culminates in the Battle of Marineford. It's the Whitebeard pirates, led by Edward Newgate, the world's strongest man, against the full force of the Marine.
We're talking 3 admirals, warlords of the sea, the whole shebang.
It's an all-out war, and there's some heartbreaking losses.
Luffy witnesses the death of Ace, who sacrifices himself to save Luffy from a Kainu, an admiral with the power of magma.
It's a turning point. Luffy's crushed. He realizes the cost of his dream, the power he needs to protect the people he loves.
The war ends with Whitebeard's heroic stand. His death marks the end of an era, paving the way for a new generation.
Luffy retreats to train with Rayleigh, the former first mate of the Rajo Pirates. This is the 2-year time skip where the Straw Hats train and grow stronger.
They scatter across the world, each one focusing on their weaknesses.
They push themselves to the limit, ready to take on the new world.
And that's where we'll pick up in part 2. All right, welcome back to our One Piece deep dive. So last time, we left off with the Straw Hats. They'd spent 2 years training, getting stronger.
Yeah, they're ready to tackle the new world.
Exactly. They meet up again at Sabati. Their reunion is pretty electric, and then they set sail for Fishman Island.
Fishman Island, an underwater paradise. Sounds amazing.
It is, but of course there's always some conflict. They get caught in a coup led by Hody Jones, a fisherman who really hates humans.
That sounds intense. What's the story there?
It's generations of prejudice, mistreatment, even in a world of pirates and devil fruits, these real-world issues like racism, social inequality, they're all part of the story.
Adds another layer to it for sure.
Yeah.
So how do the Straw Hats handle it?
Well, they do what they always do, stand up for what's right, they protect the innocent, and they defeat Hody.
It's not just about power, right? It's about fighting for justice.
Exactly. And this is also where Jinbe joins the crew, officially.
Jinbe, the fishman who helped Luffy during the war.
That's the one. He's strong, wise, and he understands fisherman culture, history.
A great addition to the team. So where do they go next?
Next stop, Punk Hazard, an island full of mystery and danger. This is where they team up with Trafalgar Law.
Law, the guy with the op-op fruit.
Yeah, he can manipulate anything within a certain range. He's a bit of a schemer, always thinking a few steps ahead, but he's got his reasons.
What are his reasons?
Well, he wants revenge against Doflamingo, a warlord of the sea who did him wrong in the past. But Punk Hazard, it's a messed up place.
What makes it so bad?
They find Caesar Clown there, mad scientists experimenting on kids, creating this deadly gas weapon. It's pretty dark.
It's a reminder that not all pirates are these romantic adventurers.
Yeah.
Some are just plain evil.
Exactly. So the alliance with Law takes them to Dressrosa.
That's Doflamingo's kingdom,
Yep,
right?
the big showdown.
What happens there?
Dressrosa is crazy. Gladiatorial combat, toy soldiers, a web of lies and manipulation, all thanks to Doflamingo and his string fruit.
And he's the one making those artificial devil fruit.
The smiles, yeah. It's also in Dressrosa that Luffy sees Sabo again.
His brother, who he thought was dead.
Yeah, he inherited Ace's fire powers and joined the Revolutionary Army.
That must have been emotional.
Oh, for sure. Shows that Luffy's not alone in his fight. He's got family, friends who believe in the same things.
And the fight against Doflamingo, that's where Luffy uses Gear Fourth for the first time.
Yeah, he pushes himself to the limit to take down Doflamingo.
A huge victory for the Straw Hats.
And for the people of Dressrosa, it shows they're serious about fighting injustice, protecting the innocent, and after that, they form the Straw Hat Grand Fleet.
So many pirate crews pledging loyalty to Luffy.
It shows how much influence he has, how his message resonates with others.
They keep moving, right?
Yeah.
Where do they end up next?
Zoo, the Elephant Island, home to the Mink tribe.
An island that's a giant elephant. That's got to be unique.
It is, but when they arrive, it's been attacked by Jack, one of Kaido's commanders. And this is where they learn about the road poneglyphs.
The ones that lead to Raftel, where One Piece is hidden.
Yep. Zoo is a major turning point. We meet the Minks, these fierce, loyal warriors. And the search for the road poneglyphs becomes crucial. It's not just about finding One Piece for glory anymore. It's about uncovering history, potentially challenging the world government.
Things just got real.
They did. So from Zoo, they head to Whole Cake Island.
Big Mom's territory, right? One of the 4 emperors.
That's her. It's all about deception, chaos, and Sanji's arranged marriage to Pudding, one of Big Mom's daughters.
Big Mom is a force of nature, literally.
She's got a huge appetite, the power to manipulate souls, an army of kids, each with their own devil fruit powers. It's intense.
How do they handle that?
Well, this arc delves into Sanji's past, his family, the Vinsmokes.
A family of assassins.
Yeah. Sanji has to confront his past, embrace who he is, a straw hat.
And didn't he have to pick a kick?
He did. Sanji's a great chef, and he makes this amazing cake that distracts Big Mom long enough for them to escape. It's a classic One Piece moment. Action, humor, using their skills to overcome the impossible.
Big Mom doesn't just let them go, though, right?
No way. She wants revenge. She sets her sights on Wano country, where Luffy and the others are headed.
Wano, the land of samurai.
Yeah, ruled by the shogun, Orochi, who's allied with Kaido, another emperor. Wano is in turmoil. The people are suffering under their rule.
What did the Straw Hats do?
They team up with the Kazuki clan, the rightful rulers of Wano, and a bunch of other allies. They want to liberate the country.
Sounds like a massive battle is brewing.
It is. Wano is full of history, new characters, the 9 Red Scabbards, Yamato, Kaido's son. The fights are on another level. Luffy unlocks new Hakaki powers, Zoro masters his swords, Sanji pushes his limits.
And Jim B.
Oh, he's crucial. His fishman karate, his loyalty, it all comes into play. This arc is huge. Years of planning leading to an all-out war against Kaido.
So Luffy versus Kaido, this is the big one, right?
You bet. Luffy pushes his devil fruit to the max, awakening his true potential as Joy Boy. He defeats Kaido.
That's a game changer for the whole world, isn't it?
It is. Wano is liberated, the Kazuki clan are back in charge, but it's not over. The world government sends Admiral Green Bull to capture Luffy.
But Shanks shows up.
Out of nowhere, Shanks, the one who inspired Luffy to become a pirate, he uses his haki, forces Green Bull to back down.
The power balance is shifting, and with Luffy now an emperor, the race for One Piece is heating up.
The Straw Hats leave Wano stronger than ever, ready for whatever comes next. But the world is in chaos. Their actions have had huge consequences.
It's getting really interesting now. What happens next? All right, we're back, ready to uncover those final One Piece mysteries. Last we left off, the Straw Hats were sailing into even more danger. Luffy's an emperor now, and the world's in chaos. So what's happened since they left Wano?
Well, things at the Reverie, that's the Council of World Leaders, have really shaken things up. The warlord system is gone, Cobra's dead under mysterious circumstances, and Sabo is supposedly involved. It all points to something bigger going on. A conspiracy.
A conspiracy, like what?
Well, it involves Im, this enigmatic figure who sits on the empty throne. They're the one with real power in the world government, even above the 5 elders.
There's someone even more powerful than them. That's a huge twist. What does this Im want?
Their goals are still a secret, but they're willing to destroy entire nations like Lulusia Kingdom just to stay in control. It shows how far they'll go to silence anyone who might threaten their authority.
That's chilling. And Sabo, framed for a crime he probably didn't commit, he's caught in the middle of all this. What about Bartholomew Kuma? He vanished from the Reverie and then reappeared, acting on his own. Or so it seems.
Yeah, Kuma's a mystery too. His connection to Vegapunk, the modifications he's had, it raises a lot of questions. Is he trying to help the Straw Hats? Or is something else going on?
The New World is full of surprises. What about those new alliances? The Cross Guild with Buggy, Crocodile, and Mihawk. Buggy is an emperor. I still can't get over that.
It was pretty unexpected, but even if it was an accident, the Cross Guild is a force to be reckoned with. Buggy's got influence, Crocodile's ambitious, and then you've got Mihawk, the world's greatest swordsman.
They were a wild card, for sure. We also saw a kid-in-law challenge Shanks and Blackbeard, and, well, they lost. Badly.
It shows the huge gap between them and the emperors, but it's also a chance for them to grow stronger. Defeat can be a powerful motivator.
True. Speaking of strength, the Straw Hats have finally reached Egghead Island, the island of the future. And they've met Vegapunk, the genius scientist behind so much of the world's technology.
Vegapunk's a key figure. He knows a lot about devil fruits, ancient weapons, things the world government wants to keep secret. But his knowledge makes him a target, and now CP0 is after him, including Rob Lucci.
Luffy and Lucci, round 2. This is going to be epic. The stakes are high. Vegapunk's fate, the secrets he holds, everything's on the line.
And to make things even crazier, Kuma shows up on Egghead too. He seems to be defying his programming. Is he friend or foe? We don't know.
So much is happening. The Straw Hats are facing betrayals, uncovering secrets, battling old enemies. It feels like the fate of the world really does depend on them.
It's incredible how far they've come since we started this deep dive, from their humble beginnings to the brink of a global conflict.
It's been quite a journey. So what's next for the Straw Hats? Will they find One Piece? Learn the truth about the Void Century? Can they overcome all these forces trying to control the world?
Only Oda, the creator of One Piece, knows the answers. But one thing's for sure, the Straw Hats will keep sailing, facing every challenge head-on, with courage, laughter, and determination.
They never give up. So stay tuned for the next chapter in this incredible saga. The world of One Piece is vast and full of surprises, and the adventure's not over yet. Until next time, fair winds and following seas.